Hello, this is a review for Home Sweet Home by Yankee Candle. I picked this candle up years ago, and I believe the pour date is 2010. And this fragrance kind of takes me back to my earliest days of appreciating and enjoying Yankee Candle. Many of you might be familiar with this fragrance. It is one they've had for a very long time. In fact, let me look at this label here a little closer. This label to me is actually pretty outdated, but it's also kind of got its own comfy, cozy feel to it because maybe in part because it is so dated. And I find that just kind of interesting. So when I think of like the old versus the new labels, this label strikes me as one that could easily be redone and be a little more modernized without losing the whole large label, but it's also kind of sweet in its own way, so I'm not sure what to make of that completely. But anyway, let's just jump right in. I've got the scent notes for this candle here, and the top notes for Home Sweet Home are apple and cinnamon. The middle notes are nutmeg, cherry, and juniper berry. And the bottom notes are coumarin and musk. And just to make sure I knew what coumarin was, because I wasn't completely sure, it is a sweet smelling plant substance. It's also a French term for tonka bean. So that might help some people kind of know what that means a little bit more. I do remember feeling like I was a little bit surprised that apple was in the top notes. I don't get a lot of apple from this. But then again, I can kind of see it a little bit. I do get a lot of cinnamon. It's high on the cinnamon, and I mean all kinds of cinnamon. From like I'm picturing little pieces of like cinnamon bark from like a cinnamon stick to like red hot candies type of cinnamon, and nutmeg, cherry, and juniper berry. I found that to be very interesting because nutmeg is great in candles. I do love cherry, and juniper berry is kind of nice. If it is what I'm thinking it is, I actually am kind of going off of Bath and Body Works juniper berry scent. I love that fragrance. It's really nice, in my opinion. Even gotten compliments on that before. When putting on some lotion one time, they were like, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" And it was their juniper berry. Anyway, that's a little tangent, but I find that to be a nice fragrance. And then coumarin and musk. So it's kind of an interesting base there. And I think that is what's in the base notes are what make this candle and how it smells different and kind of intriguing and different than just another cinnamon candle. And so it is a classic. It's been around a long, long time. And let's see, I'm just look at something here real quick. It's just looking really pretty, how it's burning in there. Kind of see. Oh, and one more thing to mention. One thing I'm really enjoying about this candle is that it this morning when I lit it, before it even had a full wax pool, I could smell it in a master bedroom. So, and that reminds me of the good old days with the Yankee Candle, when I could smell a candle more in even a large space just from one jar, even when it's just lit for a little bit. So I kind of miss that. I do get that every so often, but these candles that are a little bit older, I tend to get that a little bit more. So 2010 seems to be an okay year still in that regard for this particular scent. I'm glad that I got this candle. It's not one that I look to buy repeatedly. I have nothing really against it, but say like compared to some of the ocean scents I like, or to like sugared apple, or to many of the Christmas scents, like this one is not one that rises to the top in my mind as one I must get again. But it is a cozy, homey, kind of like it says, home sweet home kind of scent. And I think that you might enjoy it if you were to pick it up. It does have kind of like that mauve pink look to it, and it's a really pretty candle as it's burning. You see the different wax. Oh yeah, let me show you this. I do love it when you get a good wax pull going. It's very pretty. But look at this. Let's see if you can see that. On the bottom, there's like massive oils accumulating, and this candle has been stored upright all these years. And I was going to say, when I lit it this morning, that the fact that I could smell it right away made me think, oh, all the oils, I'm not sure that that's a thing, that the oils, you know, kind of drift downward slowly over time, over the years. But it almost looks like it might have, or maybe it was just poured that way. I don't know. So I could get quite a scent blast from this toward the end. We shall see. And I will be sharing this again and talking about it a bit more when I get around to the empties video that this would fall within, whichever time frame that is that falls within. So anyway, that's my review. I do thank you for taking the time to click on my video and watch it today, and I'll have more to share in the future, and I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.